Three news stories for you. Firstly, views tensions between Ukraine and Russia are all-time high. US says Ukraine can be invaded by Russia anytime. It could happen before the end of Winter Olympics, due to end on the 20th of February. Secondly, Oromo Liberation Army has released a statement. 2 days ago, government officials said that OLA was involved in killing more than 160 civilians in Gidami, West Kalam Wellega zone of Oromia. Now, OLA has a statement about this allegation. What is OLA saying? Thirdly, viewers, Olusegun Obasanjo, African Union mediator, is proposing confidence building measures between Tigray regional government and Ethiopian federal government. What is he proposing? Firstly, was tensions are running high between Ukraine and Russia, all-time high. US says Russia could invade Ukraine anytime. It could happen before the end of ongoing Winter Olympics. Winter Olympics due to come to an end on the 20th of February. The attack can happen anytime in coming days or coming hours. That is what US is saying. US has directed all its citizens in Ukraine to leave the country. UK, Netherlands, Australia, Canada have also told their citizens to leave Ukraine. And just an hour ago, Russian diplomats left Ukraine. Russia has deployed more than 100,000 soldiers close to Ukraine border. Russia has conducted military drills in the Black Sea close to Ukraine. Russia has conducted military maneuvers in Belarus close to Ukraine. Russia annexed Crimea in 2014, and Ukraine says that once again Russia wants to attack Ukraine. Russia says that it wants guarantees that Ukraine will not be part of US-led alliance NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Tensions are there. Will Russia invade Ukraine or not? It's not clear. Russia says that the US is stirring up war hysteria. It has no plans to invade, to attack Ukraine. But we have seen flurry of diplomatic activities in the past few days. We saw virtual meeting between Joe Biden and Vladimir Putin. Then 2 days ago, French President Emmanuel Macron visited Russia. And after his visit, Macron said that Russia told that it was not interested in attacking Ukraine. So Russian official position is that it's not interested in attacking Ukraine. But preparations are there. Mobilization of Russian military assets, Russian heavy weapons. These preparations and some intelligence, some secret information which is being shared by the US intelligence agencies. These things suggest that there could be an attack in the making. We'll keep you updated. If Russia invades Ukraine, the war could be one of the deadliest wars, because Ukraine will be supported by Europe, by America. We have seen that US shipments of weapons have arrived in Ukraine. European countries and US, they're deploying their troops as well close to Ukraine. So if Russia invades Ukraine, the war will not be just between Russia and Ukraine. Rather, European countries and the US, they'll support Ukraine. We'll keep you updated, viewers. Secondly, viewers, Oromo Liberation Army has released a statement. I think 3 days ago, government officials from Gidami claimed, Gidame is in Kalam, Wellega, they claimed that government forces had retaken Gidame. But while OLA was in Gidame and Kalam, it committed massacre of civilians. More than 160 civilians were killed, and among them 87 were killed in one place. We are waiting for official position of Oromo Liberation Army. Now, OLA has issued a statement. OLA has denied having killed any civilians in Gidame in Kalam. OLA says that if Ethiopian government is speaking the truth, it should open Gidame, Kalam, West Oromia to international media. International media should visit the place and it should know what's happening on the ground. OLA says that civilians are being killed by government-backed militias. OLA does not kill civilians. And two main reasons have been mentioned by OLA in the statement. OLA says that PM Abiy is losing grip on his Amhara allies, but he wants to keep Amharas under pressure. That is why attacks on Amhara community members are launched in Oromia, and OLA is blamed. OLA is not attacking these civilians in Oromia. The attacks are being done by government-backed forces or factions. And it's a way of putting pressure upon Amharas that you are vulnerable, that you can be targeted by OLA. So that is why you need the support of PM. And secondly, it says that pressure is being built upon a faction of Oromia Party, OPDO, which is part of Prosperity Party. And this faction will come under pressure. The faction will be blamed for atrocities against civilians in Oromia. And it is part of a plan. OLA has no hand in these attacks. Rather, OLA's name is being used. The attacks are politically motivated by the government itself. So OLA is accusing federal government that it is playing a dangerous political game in Wellega, Western Oromia. That is why it is proposing that Wellega should be open to international media. I would back OLA here. Yes, international media should be given access to Western Oromia, to Kalam, to Horogodoro, to West Wellega. They should come and see what's happening here. And lastly, viewers, Olusegun Obasanjo, African Union's mediator to resolve Tigray conflict, is proposing some CBMs, confidence building measures. Last night, he briefed African Union's Peace and Security Committee. He briefed some diplomats as well in Addis Ababa. He is proposing some confidence building measures. What is he proposing? He says lifting of siege should be done. Restoration of some services should be done. It could be a sign that trust is increasing between the two parties for eventual engagement in terms of talks. So he is suggesting to Ethiopian government that it should lift the siege, it should restore some services. Ethiopian government is allowing medical aid to Tigray. That is a change because Tigray has not been receiving any medical aid in previous months, but this month Ethiopian government made some concessions. ICRC, WHO has they have made around 12 flights to Tigray carrying medical aid. Obasanjo wants more confidence building measures from Ethiopian government like lifting of siege and restoration of services like banking service, like communication services. Let's see, will Ethiopian government listen to Obasanjo or not? Thank you for watching.